Okay, we're live, Pippin. I got on just a little early just because I've never done this before, so I'm gonna make sure everything was going smoothly. Um, we'll just wait to see if anybody pops on. This is Pippin. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't seen him in my videos. Pippin just turned 3 this year. He's a miniature dachshund. He's only 8 pounds. It's so crazy. But yeah, I'm here with my tea. I have chamomile right now because it's 7:30. If I drink any kind of caffeine tea, I'll be up all night. And I have church in the morning, so that would just not be good. So I really don't know what to expect. Never done this before. But we'll see what happens. I hope everyone's garden is going well, getting things started up. Seed starting, or some of you down in the south that have already hi some of you that have already started your gardens. So the garden plans that I have for this year are pretty simple. We're still in a rental house, not where we really wanted to be at this point, but it is what it is, and I'm very, very thankful actually that we're able to be here. Extremely thankful. So we just have like a little small patio area here in the backyard, and we have pots. I cannot disturb the grass because they have nice grass here. And we want to respect that. Now, it was kind of crazy this past summer. It got really, really hot, and our sprinkler system here at this rental wasn't working very good. And I remember we went out of town, but we had told them before we left that it wasn't working, but the weather was insane, like extreme heat. I want to say it was like 107 degrees one of the days we were gone. And so without the sprinklers running, that grass didn't stand a chance. And so there's some patches of yard that were affected, unfortunately. So I hate to see that happen. But we had, anyway, we have pots. We have some pots down there, and several of them. I think I have close to 15 or 16 maybe. But I don't know how this works. I'm gonna, hold on guys. Let's see here. Okay. I'm hoping I can see if anybody's commenting again. I've never done this before. So anyway, so the pots that we have outside, we can use on the patio. And then last year I did use like a patch of grass, or not grass, a patch of area in the yard that didn't have any grass on it, and was able to plant like a okra plant there. Again, just trying to be very respectful of the grass here and all of that. And then I also have some cattle paneling that we're not using right now. When I had my previous garden, we used it for like an arch trellis, and we can't do that here, of course. So I just have it up against the fence, and I was actually able to do cucumbers in the fall, and it worked really well. I didn't disturb the grass doing that, so it worked out. That was really neat. So I'll try to do that this growing season too. But yeah, that's, oh, and then also we have like I have a green stalk that I got for my birthday last year. So my birthday's in August. So my husband got me a green stalk, and he didn't get the base or the wheels or anything, which I really regret, because like one side of my green stalk was like super full looking, and the other side was not. So I'm glad for Mother's Day he let me get another green stalk, and he let me get 2 spinner bases for it too. So that is going to be so nice to be able to spin it around. So I'll be making a video of that this week, actually. Yeah, that's then, yeah, I'm excited to grow in the new green stock. I've got plans for that. I think I'm going to do some bigger vegetables like, I'm going to do like cherry tomatoes, maybe some small hybrids, and then some peppers. I think I'll do some spring onions. Right now, the other green stock has like lettuces and bok choy and radishes, and I'll share that this week too. But I love the green stock. The green stock is amazing. I feel like for small space gardeners like me right now, it's a game changer. I feel like I'm going to be able to grow a lot of stuff in those green stalks this season. So I'm very, very thankful, very, very excited. So I'll make sure to update everybody on that. But yeah, I'm not seeing anybody come on, and that's okay. Kind of expect that. It was kind of a last minute announcement too. So, yes. Okay, so then that's what I have going on for the garden this year. I'm very excited that I got to start seeds this year because the year before last, I started some seeds, but not very many. And that year, I didn't even hardly do any videos for the channel. I don't even remember what I grew. I don't remember. I think it was something very basic in the pots, and I only had some pots. I didn't have as many as I have now. And hey, Pippin. And so anyway, last year I didn't get to start any seeds, and so I was just relying on getting plants from the nursery. And of course, that's not very fun because they have a very limited variety, right? Pippin. Shh. And so that it wasn't as exciting of a year for me. Plus, we were going on vacation in the middle of the summer, which is not something we usually do, and that really affected like the harvest and stuff like that. And then, so this year I actually got to start some tomato seeds and some pepper seeds. So I have like, I want to say 13 or 14 varieties of tomatoes, which is kind of a big deal for our small space. That's a lot of varieties. So I'll be implementing some grow bags. I'll be using the pots. It's going to be an interesting summer. We'll see what happens. The seedlings are doing great. I did have to start them later than normal this year because my husband has an incentive trip every year, and he makes them usually. So we got to go, and it was to Disney, which was incredible. So anyway, I couldn't start them until we got back because I was just really worried about anyone checking on them while we were gone. I was just worried that they might get destroyed or something, not on purpose, obviously, but just when you're not here to control how it's going, then, anyway, so I started some seeds, and I'm trying to think of, I did start some lettuce and some spring onions. So the lettuce, I went ahead and transplanted out into the green stock because the lettuce has been handling the colder night temperatures just fine. So that hasn't been an issue at all. And then most of my seeds that I started are actually, I think all of them actually are heirlooms, and they're going to be your slicing variety. The one that I started that wasn't a slicing tomato was the Brad's Atomic Grape, which I'm really looking forward to. Every time I see somebody try that, they love it. They think it's so good. So I'm really excited to try it. I feel like I'm behind in the game with the Brad's Atomic Grape there. But yeah, so it was great being able to start the seedlings. And then lately I've been getting into sourdough bread and using sourdough starter for recipes. I haven't gotten too much further out than just the bread. I've just been doing sourdough bread. And that in itself is kind of a labor of love. So now that I've done it a few times, though, it seems like nothing. The only thing is just the patience, because you have to, get your starter ready and then, prepare the dough and then the next day bake it. So it's just my patience and remembering when to start it and everything. Okay, I'm just gonna click on here and make sure. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody chatting. So, okay. Yeah, so that's been really fun. Now, I did start the starter in the winter time, and that really kind of affects how bubbly and big your starter gets. So, I'm kind of looking forward to the weather warming up and it being a little bit warmer in the house so that the dough turns out really good. Because my first two were kind of dense. So, my last one was the airiest one I had. So, that was exciting. And then I also just kind of experimenting with different recipes because everybody kind of does their sourdough bread differently. And they do um, their starter differently. Like I went ahead and started a new starter this week with a recipe that I found from, I think it was, oh, what's her name? She's from True Food TV. Nicole Jolly. I did her recipe and it's actually really, really good. Like that's the best recipe I've had so far. So that's exciting. So yeah, getting into sourdough, that's been fun. I think I'm gonna try to make some waffles, some bagels, and just see how it goes. As far as like just my plans for the future, obviously we don't want to stay in this rental forever. My husband knows that it's a big dream of mine to have a lot of area for gardening, and then be able to get a greenhouse and a high tunnel, um, and then just being able to have chickens. That's something that I've always wanted to have too. If it expands from there, that's great. But you know, I just kind of want to start slow. With a small homestead. Yeah, nothing crazy, but it would be great to have more space because eventually I would love to have enough space to be like a market gardener. That would be a big dream for me. That would be amazing. And then I always kind of joke that I need about 10 dachshunds too, right? Right, Pippin? You need some dachshund buddies. So I guess just a little bit about me. I I really don't know what to say. I've been married for almost, let's see, this year will be 16 years. Yes, 16 years. That's crazy. It does not seem like it's been 16 years. That time has really, really flown by. Um, we have, we always kind of say we have three children. We have two upstairs, so two in heaven, and then one here. And we call our son our miracle boy because he's literally a miracle. We don't know how we were able to have him with all the stuff we went through. I lost my first two babies. So my first one, I was 30 weeks, so it was a stillborn. And you know, they, of course, they never know why it happens. It just happens sometimes. I do know that about a week before I lost him, I was noticing that I wasn't feeling as much movement anymore. Anyway, I'm not going to get into great detail about that, but right now, I mean, I don't mind sharing about that at some point. But anyway, we named him Johnny. And then we had a miscarriage, a very early miscarriage right after that. And then I got pregnant with my son Henry, and thankfully everything went completely smooth, uh, great. So again, miracle. And then after that, we unfortunately could never get pregnant again, and we just last year got the official diagnosis for why we cannot have any more biological children. And it was very difficult to get that news. We had gone through several doctor's visits, years of trying to figure out what's going on. I ended up having endometriosis also. I had stage 3 and I had that removed 2 years ago. And then my husband had surgery last year. he had a biopsy done, and basically we were told that that it's no longer possible for us to have children. I won't get into the details of the diagnosis, but that yeah, it would literally have to be a miracle for us to conceive again. And that was a rough almost 9 years of going through that. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy, not ever. Very, very painful. Unless you go through it, you don't quite understand how hard it is in so many ways. That'd definitely be something I wish I could share with all of you at some point, because I feel like we need to be open about it. We need to talk about these things because when you're going through that, you feel absolutely lonely. No words can explain it. And so the more support you have, the better, I think. So, but anyway, we are very blessed with our Henry. He, again, is our miracle boy, and he's 11, and he loves baseball. He plays baseball. Hi. And this is one of his best buddies because since he doesn't have any siblings, he has Pippin. So here's his buddy. Oh, well, no, you don't need to tell everybody. It's all right. I'll tell you. He's a dachshund. He's very barky. Anyway, so that's my family. I grew up in Kansas, and so I'm a little Kansas girl. I did get to travel all over the place when I was in middle school because my mom at the time, so my mom had custody of me, and she had a boyfriend that was in, what do you call it? Like in aircraft work. So he would travel a lot. And so we got to live in several different states. We lived in, I think at first, we were going to try to live in Oklahoma. That didn't ever pan out. But then we moved down to Texas for a little bit. And then we moved to California. And then from California, we went to Arizona. And from Arizona, we went to North Carolina. And then from North Carolina, we moved back to Kansas when I started high school. So that was all during my middle school years, which is a really trying age. So it was very interesting, but actually it helped a ton. It helped me to be open to making new friends and helped me come out of my shell, I guess, and not be so shy because I had to make friends quick since we moved so often. And I was very blessed to make a lot of friends while we were traveling, but I absolutely love traveling. I think my favorite place to live was probably Arizona. It was just different there, just beautiful. The sunsets are amazing. The dry heat is something I love. California was great too. We did live real close to the coast. We lived in a little town called Goleta, which was like north of Santa Barbara in Southern California. Oh, hi. How are you? Thanks for joining. I feel kind of on my lonesome over here, just talking to myself, I feel like. Anywho, yeah, California, we lived real close to the coast at Goleta. And it was very pretty. The mountains were really pretty. So thanks for joining the Dank Farmer. Are you ready for your garden this year? Oh, nice. That's exciting. How many raised beds are you making? Oh, yes. It's been cold where we are too. Yeah, that's exciting though. Raised beds are the best. I miss my raised beds. What are you going to plant in your raised beds this year? Oh, nice. Okay. That's exciting. That is so exciting. Yay. That's a lot of beds. 6? That with all your fabric pots? Oh, nice. That's so exciting. Oh, well, good luck. Happy growing. I hope it all goes well for you. Oh, I hear ya. It's very easy to get addicted to gardening. That's for sure. I feel like I'm overdoing it in my little container garden because you'll see if you catch my video later at the beginning, I was talking about how I have like 14 different tomato plants that varieties that I started this year. So, oh, let's see. It's fun to, oh, nice. Yes. Sorry about my dog. I'm gonna grab him real quick. Hey. Well, it's so nice to be able to connect with other gardeners for sure. I wish I had a little bit more connection with people. Oh, hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining. Fabric grow bags, that's awesome. Are you new to gardening or have you been gardening for a while? I went light on varieties, heavy on amount, 3 tomato varieties, but 4 of each type. Ooh, well, you have quite a few. That's exciting. That's awesome. Well, thank you both for joining me. I feel like I was just talking to myself for a while. Are you guys having a good Saturday? Hopefully been able to enjoy some good weather and get the garden ready. But yeah, anyway, this has been kind of fun. I think I'll stay on for another like 9 minutes or so. But I thought this would be fun. I've never done a live video before. But yeah, it's been cold here too. We, this past week, I want to say the high has been like in the low 60s, or yeah, we've had days in the 50s, and at night it's getting down in the 30s. Actually, the next couple of days are going to be in the 30s, so. You are welcome. Been gardening a while. I have enjoyed your videos. I'm west of Cleveland, so it's been a little chilly here. Oh, I bet it is chilly there. Well, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. That's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, mid 30s here, but it's finally broken nice and sunny and nice. Yeah, today was in the 70s. I really appreciated that. Could actually go out in the garden today. Actually put my plants out, like my seedlings. So do you guys like to, what's your favorite type of thing to grow? I like to grow tomatoes. Tomatoes are my favorite, especially heirlooms. It's amazing to me how many heirloom tomatoes there are. Oh, tomatoes. Yes, same. It amazes me. Like I thought, you know, I don't know what I thought, but I started growing some different varieties, and then the more YouTube videos I watch, I'm like, there's a million different kinds of heirloom tomatoes. It blows my mind. Oh, weeds. But strawberries have been crazy. Oh, yay. I've never grown strawberries. Are they better? Are they like way better than the store? Yes, heirlooms are the best. Oh, oh, sorry, I gotta let my dog in. I don't mind hybrids either. I'm starting to hear some weird stuff about hybrids though, but let's see. The Dank Farmer says, I got 30. I want to try making jam. No clue, never grown it. Oh, some jam out of the strawberries? That's cool. Oh, cucamelons. I've never tried those before. That's exciting. What do they taste like? Do they taste like in between a cucumber and a melon? I'm guessing. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. Well, good luck with your gardens. It's so exciting. I'm a little jealous with your 6 raised beds. That's even at my old place, I only had 3 raised beds. And I would love to have more space because I would probably go crazy. Oh, come here, Pippin. Come say hi, Pippin. Pippin's kind of a booger sometimes. He's still a young dachshund. He's very barky, just like a dachshund. I don't know if you guys are familiar with dachshunds at all. Oh, oh no. Okay, so he says the cucamelon, a little sour and crisp, good for. Oh, I didn't see that last part. Yep, I'm thinking about planting out next week. I think it'll be warm enough. I did start my seedlings a little late, so let's see. I have a few sour gherkins started. I'm pretty pumped for them. Ooh, sour gherkins. Are those good for pickling? I assume. What do you think, Pippin? What do you think? Oh, nice. So, okay, the Dank Gardener, you said that you've been, this is your first year growing, is that right? Did I read that right? I watch he just eats stuff as he's in the garden. I wanted a few things to just munch. Nice, yeah. I've never been brave enough to do that in my videos yet, just munch on stuff while I'm showing my tour. First vegetable garden, I've grown a good bit of weed. Okay. Nice. That's so exciting though, the vegetable garden. Yes. What about you, Lynn? Is this your first, or have you been gardening for a while? I started gardening in 2015 officially. Um, and it's so funny how quickly you gain knowledge and how much better you get as the years go. I mean, obviously you're always going to make mistakes, but for a while, cool. Nice. Yeah, I mean, mistakes are always going to happen, so don't be hard on yourself this year. And that's okay because that's how we learn, right? Let's see. I've been planning since like October last year. Nice. I know that winter can be so tough when you're waiting for the gardening season to start. Like I have to try to keep myself busy with other things, like other hobbies. I have tried pots, raised beds, and regular beds. Nice. With your regular beds, did you have to really get the soil prepared? That was one thing that I struggled with when I first started gardening. That's why I just wanted to do raised beds. But yeah, during the winter, I love to watercolor, so I usually do that. Um, let's see, it's kind of what I'm doing, trying a few different methods just to see which ones I like. Nice. Very cool. But yeah, that winter time waiting for the gardening season can be really rough. So I think one of my favorite things to do is to shop for seeds, which I don't need because I have a million. It's so addicting buying seeds. And then looking through catalogs, planning out your garden, like what you're going to grow. Well, I think I'll hang out for just a few more minutes. So if there's anything you want to know about me, now's the time. I felt like my afternoon kind of went fast because my son had a baseball practice. Okay, I did a few fabric grow bags last year, trying a few more this year. Cool. Yes. Good luck to both of you. It's exciting. Is there anything? Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. It means a lot. Again, this is kind of a nerve-wracking thing. I've never done this before. So I'm so glad you guys were here to chat. I should probably try to do this more often though. I think I'll do that this growing season. I think I'm going to go ahead and close it down, but thank you guys for joining me and good luck with your gardens. Please comment in my videos and let me know how your gardens are doing this year because I love connecting with other gardeners. So you guys have a good night. Bye.